Bonjour, my beautiful friend. I want to talk about the topic of letting go because of two events that came to me on the same day a few days ago. First, a friend of mine sent me a stories on Instagram about Aaron Doty. He was like surrounded with pillow and say, you have to let go. And say, you can't let something new if you don't let go. And I was really wondering, like, do people find value into that? Not to be judgmental, but it's like, where's the value? It's like saying to someone, just be happy. Just let go. It's like, it's not something you are in direct control. And it's even impossible. I will tell you why. And another friend of mine, she was, we have had very deep exchange, and at some point she said, yes, I know, I tried to let go. And that just triggered me enough. I say, we have this, and I had this confusion a lot in my life, that we think that just by saying I let go, eventually, just by magic, everything will change. And letting go is impossible, because the truth is you're the one being letting go of, actually. And I would try to do my best to explain what I mean by that. First of all, it's like when we're in this topic, I'm not talking about something. I'm not talking about, like, if you went through a traumatic experience, you need to check a professional. Don't listen to a random dude like me on the internet, okay? I'm talking about letting go of thought patterns, behaviors, obsessions maybe, but stuff that are in the normal range of healthy human beings are struggling with. But if you've been like really, you went through hardships, go check a professional. So what I mean by you're the one letting go of is like, okay, let's take a big bag and inside we put, as I said, obsessions, behaviors, thoughts, patterns, stuff like this, negative thoughts, whatever. You put them in a bag and we're going to call them spooks, okay? It's like spooky things, spooky abstract things that have a real effect on us and our happiness and our enjoyment of life. So let's call them spooks, it will be easier. So you can't let go of spooks. This is the spooks that lets go of you. And and once again, if that would be that easy to say I let go of a behavior, a spooks, well, the spook would have left already, and that's not the case. Because think of anything you're struggling right now. I don't know, any kind of spook, and see, yeah. Maybe you've seen a cyclic pattern. Maybe you've seen that spook is coming over and over and over again, and you may have tried different way to get rid of it. You may have tried the David Goggins ways of a friend of mine. Made me laugh. Said he's in the process of a genocide of his inner bitches. And so it's like this inner weak spooks. And I tried that as well. But you know, the more you want to repress, at least in my experience, the more you want to repress, the more you want to discard and push away the spooks that have chosen you, actually, the more they will come back in full force, because you're not allow yourself to fully listen to them and to let them free. That's it. That's letting go. And in the same way, the hippie, wishy-washy, just let go, my friend. There is no actual mechanics given on the process of letting go. And I think that's why I don't think there is any value in just repeating, just let go. So my approach, no, it's not my approach, okay? It's the approach that I found effective and that I mostly learned from Matt Kahn once again, is to consider that everything is here to help you. Everything is at your utmost service, including the spooks that you're the most afraid of, or the more that are actually would be destructive actually for your health. And let's talk about alcohol or tobacco addiction, for example. This is a spook. But if you operate with the mindset that this spook came into your life at a certain time in order actually to help you, it will help rebalance and recalibrate the relationship in between your consciousness and the spook in a way that will allow the spook to get free and to let go of you. So this is the process that I want to share, the perspective that I want to share, and that hope will be really useful to you. The way I do it personally, I start with a framework, with a perspective that in the consciousness perspective, there is only one way to know if you're successful in your life or not, is, are you breathing? Are you alive right here, right now? If that's the case, it means that everything beforehand has been there to help you, even the stuff that you didn't like. Once again, I'm not talking about traumatizing experience or whatever, okay? I'm talking about stuff like overeating, addictions, negative thoughts, they were here at a certain point to help you survive, to cope with. That's how we say it's like, I'm using overeating, I'm using alcohol, to cope with. What does that mean? If I weren't able to cope with another situation at a certain point, I would have snapped, so I would have died. So in terms of the game of life, those books have served their purpose to help me be right here, right now, where everything is perfect. It's a very counterintuitive approach, because I know the first emotional reaction would be, no, I fucking hate that book, I fucking hate that thing inside of me. And you are allowed to hate it. This is not, love is not about liking or hating. So what I do now is like, because that thing that I want to let go has actually served me, well, my only job is to give back the message, is to send the message to this book and say, thank you, you did your job. So you can do, there is many different ways to do, but a magician would use evocation. So I would give a name, maybe a shape, maybe a drawing, maybe whatever. But I can talk to the spook, design the spook, and evoke the spook. So I can say, overeating, I call upon you. And I don't even have to make a shape or whatever, but the important thing is to feel it in your body. Overeating, thank you for being here. And I don't like you. Sometimes I even hate you. I know you are not in the highest service for myself right now, but you have been at some point in my life, and this is how you open your heart, you open your center, you open your consciousness, and you include everything inside your system, and you see, you've been serving me well, and you're free to go whenever you want, whenever will be at my highest service and evolution. So you acknowledge the fact that you're not in control of letting go, but you're open now, you have a clear channel to be letting go of from that spook. And it sounds a bit abstract, but yeah, once again, just try. It's like one of the many like woo stuff that I like to share with you, and that helped me a lot. When I do this kind of stuff, I feel an immense sense of release. And you may want to repeat this process again and again when you feel yourself stuck in the pattern of the spook is like triggering you again. Say, hey, spook, oh, welcome, overeating. How have you been? Hey, you're welcome, but I told you I'm free to move on now. If you have another friend to present me, healthy eating, for example, how is it? And you can try to have both of them, and eventually overeating will leave. And I know you may not believe me, because you just have to try. So I really hope that's useful. I have a lot of other ideas on this topic if you want. For example, I think that one of the shortcuts of letting go is also letting in. And I know it's paradoxical compared to just Aaron Doughty said with all of his pillows. Actually, I think it's not true. You can let in the good stuff, and naturally the bad stuff will move away, because the highest frequencies are always disrupting the lower frequencies. It's law of nature. Yeah, I think that's help. And also, there's something I had the idea of. Maybe we can do a live meditation one day if there is enough people that find value into that. We can have a live meditation and evoke those books and try to heal them all together. That would be really funny. That would be nice. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much for being here and for giving me so much of your attention. I love you so much. I love you, and I wish you a beautiful day. Bye bye.